At the time, I joined Alif in 2001.
2001.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before that, I was actually already working under the tutelage of another interior designer. So it kind of gave me the interest to pursue this in more in-depth manner. And I was exposed to interior design by a fairly young interior designer. So he taught me a thing or two, and then I worked with him about 2-3 years. Then I decided, yeah, this is what I want to do. So I came over to Alif. And when I look at Alif, at that time it has a small classroom size. Not sure if it's still now. But it still is, right? Small classroom size, I see interaction between lecturers and students. It comes down to a personal level. So in fact, as I know my contemporaries, we all know our lecturers personally. Treat them like friends. So we have a two-way communication rather than, to be quite frank, in other colleges, I'm just in there among 200 students in a lecture hall.
Precisely.
Yeah. So it is a very good setting, and I'm really glad that I did join. And that was in 2001. I say they are very proactive in what we learn. So our lecturers don't just open a book and tell us what's inside. They give us insights on what the industry is, and tell us, we dream big, but try to come back to reality. Yeah. So it has a fine balance of practicality, but at the same time, they also grind our creativity. So it is a very good balance of both, and that's what the lecturers then did. Until today, I'm actually still practicing whatever they taught us. Even if I went overseas, it's the same thing. So it's great. The college encourages us to take up design competitions externally, and we even win second place in an architecture workshop, architectural design. So it's very good, because what happened is that I feel Alif, they don't sideline the students as just a bunch of numbers who pays everyone's salary.
Yeah.
Okay, they take us in seriously as individuals who wants to commit to a career, and they push us in all the right direction. And it's amazing what the college has actually done for us the last time, and it helps us as graduates. Given the context in Alif, our design has no boundaries, so we are expected and guided to explore design concepts, and it's the best 3 years of my life. While I was doing my internship for another company that Alif put me to, they like what I do, so they've been waiting for me to graduate.
Okay.
Eventually, the moment I graduate, a few months down the road, while I was still in GDP, they called me up. Mr. Azroy called me up and asked if I want to go overseas. So I asked him, where am I going? Is it Dubai? He said, no, you're going further north. He said, you're going to the Central Asia and East Europe. I said, okay, that sounds cool. Cool. So next thing you know, in 2006, I borrowed a plane and I flew off to Kazakhstan. And from there, I'm actually the pioneer team. There were 6 of us. Our first job was the residence of the former Prime Minister. Yeah, so it's actually very dynamic what we did over there. And it transforms a person when you work overseas rather than you study. But it has been a very good learning curve. Not only did I get to practice all the interior design things that I've learned over the years, I even learned a new language. I speak a little bit of Russian. So then it has been great. Then flying up and down, doing a lot of projects. My biggest project there was a restaurant that cost 10 million ringgit.
Oh.
Yeah, so
The Bahai, right?
yeah,
Bahai restaurant.
yeah, that's the one. Interior design or interior architecture, they're normally viewed as something that you decorate your home. So it really doesn't bring as much meaning. But for a budding professional who wants to pursue this career choice, they do have to understand that we are actually a specialized part of an architect. An architect may formulate the space in entirety, but the interior designer or the interior architect makes the space livable. So it's a huge responsibility because somebody is going to stay in your design for a few years, okay, and you have to make sure that not only it is pleasing for that person, it has to be functional. So the challenge of being an interior architect, if I were to just summarize this, we are more of designing a lifestyle than a space. We eventually formulate what we call a built environment that is conducive for the kind of function that it is intended for. You have created something where your clients or potential clients will eventually use that space for years to come, and in fact be happy about what you did, because it's not just only something nice, it's functional for them, it has a meaning for them. First and foremost, in the design industry, you do have to have a certain level of creativity. Okay, you must be daring enough to challenge common norms about what people think it should be this, it should be that, and of course resourcefulness. Okay, you don't always get a dream job, okay, but you have to make the best out of it. So I guess these are the three attributes I believe interior designers should have with themselves. If you really want to pursue this career choice, well, you just have to be very perceptive of the trends. You need to work really hard, that is for sure. Okay, and just don't stop learning. I'm learning myself. It's an industry that never stops to teach you. Pick up a necessary skill where it will give you how would you say, a safe fallback in case something goes wrong with your career. I learned AutoCAD from a very young age. I know how to draft at a very young age. So that's my forte. And I've been using that over and over again. So there's no secret formula. You just pick out a skill. There's plenty of skills. Remember what you studied. Because the other thing is, I remembered what the lecturers have taught us. That is really my edge in the market. The training. Remember the training. Practice the training. It goes a long way. The diploma does open doors for me. It opens a lot of doors. I show people, yeah, I'm a graduate. I'm qualified. My family are also not in a design background. I was actually asked to be an engineer. Okay, but it's just a calling. I feel that I won't be happy as an engineer. You got to be very honest with yourself. The student will have to be very honest with him or herself, and just want it. You want to be a designer, you just have to want it. My take on design is simply it brings out the playful side of me. But at the same time, it is serious business. We do make money from it, and you get to play. It's actually a fun career to have. I would say that. Regrets. I'm having a time of my life.